Boink, boink. Yummy.
Yeah.
Okay, so we had our $52 banquet the other night, and that's when we start selling tickets for the community club for this next year. So now you can all come in and buy a ticket for the next year. So the next few tickets that we give out are actually still from last year. And we gave out some $500 winners the other night. And I kind of can't show you the name because I gave it to her already.
What do you mean you can't show her name?
Danielle Shipman's mother won. And so I had Danielle present her mother with $500. And so she was pretty excited that $500 for Danielle's mother. So
Good.
She was the first $500 winner the other night. But now you can come in the store and get your tickets.
So what was, you gave 3 of them out.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'll announce one next week and one the week after. It's 3 weeks.
But you announced it at the thing
Right,
Sunday.
it's a special treat. Those that come to the banquet get to know ahead of time who
But
won.
nobody else gets to know.
Nope.
I know. I might blab it out.
I bet you can't pronounce her name.
I don't even remember the
Okay.
names.
Okay, last
Should I
week
blab it out
we
if I don't
talked
know?
about this radio, and Roger was winding it, and we were really confused on why it wasn't working. This has got a solar pack battery in it,
Okay.
and it hadn't been charged up. And so when you wind it just a little bit, it would take a lot of winding, or a couple minutes of winding to get it wound up so that it would work. But I know of a lot of people who they call themselves preppers, and I think that almost sounds drastic. It's people preparing for the ends of times. If your electricity goes out for more than a couple of hours, you're probably going to wish that you had a flashlight. This has a flashlight. This has a weather channel. It has 4 different ways of power. The one is the solar power that you set in your window and you charge it up with the little panel. If the sun isn't shining, you can wind it, and that also goes into the dyno battery. You can put regular C batteries, AA batteries in it and run it off of batteries, or you can buy an electrical plug and plug it in. So there's 4 means of electricity for this. And you've also got a weather channel, AM, FM, and weather channel. So
But I know
good for taking camping.
You know what I've noticed? You didn't turn it on yet. How do you know it even works?
Well, because I wound it up a little bit.
Yeah, see, all right. Now, is that 102-3?
It's whatever you left it on.
All right. Because we only listen to 102.
He only listens to 102. I don't listen to 102.
What do you listen to?
1340 AM. I always listen to AM radio.
Yeah, and I see comes in a nice little package like this.
Since you
here.
asked, I have been listening to KDLM radio since it started 65 years ago. So I've been with you, KDLM.
Boy, you're pretty old.
I know it. And I've been listening to KDLM forever. My mother listened to it. And I am actually still using my mother's radio that we listen to KDLM. I never moved the dial.
So were you 30 years old when you started listening
No, I was
to
just about 40-something. Yep. Andy Leah.
Andy Leah?
He was a relative of my mother's. That's why I happen to
Hey,
remember that.
by the way,
Thank
this
you.
radio here is under $55. Isn't that a deal? Spend a little bit of money, buy your dad one, buy your mother one if you didn't get
But
her
it's
mother.
also good for camping, even if you aren't one that's going to prepare for when the lights go out.
Well, yeah. Well, I know you. I don't know if you mentioned, but you can plug in right here with this adapter. You can plug this in and charge up your cell phone. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and then we have another one that's a little more smaller, compact, and so on. By the way, that's preset at 102-5. Oh, we better go down to 3. No, that's the clock.
Time.
That's the time. You can tell we know what the heck we're doing around here.
I haven't looked at that one at all, so I know nothing about it. Other than the fact it also has a flashlight.
Oh,
on
you
it.
got to turn it on. Probably have to turn it on.
That one can be pre-programmed, and so that's kind of nice if you switch channels. I just told you I don't switch channels, so I don't need that little extra feature.
All right.
Okay, and we thought in case you're interested in getting Dad a press pot, this is your normal kind of press pot that a lot of coffee drinkers like. We've got this insulated press pot,
That's
which is
really
kind of
nice.
top grade That's a nice press pot.
Yeah. You know, there's a lot of people too that like to have, this is an old-fashioned way of doing your coffee, but it's really slick, and this is, we've sold a bunch of these, and I should have had one wrapped out, but this is really slick. Then the coffee comes up in here and whatever.
What, you start with the water down here, is that what you're
Start
saying?
with the water down there.
And the grounds are where?
No, the grounds I'll show you in a minute.
Okay.
The grounds go here and here, and then, yeah.
It comes up into the pot.
Yep.
And
I missed that, sorry.
Yep. People that have these know all about them, so come on in.
people that have them don't need another one. Okay, she's telling us to wind up, and this is Roger and Diane back here at Station downtown Frazee.
What, you know, we didn't talk about any of this grilling packs for the grilling mats and stuff. We didn't talk, hey, this is the new smithy. Diane, look at this. Grab a hold of this. Grab a hold of that cover. Man, look at that. Boy, now you talk about a frying pan. That is something.
Okay, stop in and see us. Get your Father's Day gifts here in Frazee. See you next week. Bye.